Hello, this is Daryl at 10 Foot Truck, Good Attitudes Services. Today went good. Did a couch removal, curbside. And I was off Craigslist. I've had a couple of calls off Craigslist this week. And then I'm getting quite a few load-ups. I got some load-ups, one tomorrow, one on Friday. Wait, is it tomorrow Friday? I think I have 3 more listed down there. I have to look, but and I noticed there's more coming up, so they're starting to get busy on that, so I can use that application when I'm not getting calls off my ads. I did have one referral call, but it didn't quite work out, but I was glad that it was a referral. How I know it's a referral is it was my old number, because I've transferred all my ads are with my new number. And I did get a contact from my old number, that was a couple months ago, that I used that number, so I know that was a referral. So I still have that number because of people over the years know that number. So I'm not going to get rid of that number. I'm just focusing on my local new number for marketing. And so I have to keep both lines. So I have to check both phones just to make sure. So looks like a pretty busy week. Going to be doing quite a few jobs coming up and into next week, so it's looking pretty good so far. July is looking pretty decent. That's about all I wanted to say. It's going to be nice hot weather, and but not too hot. It's going to be in the 80s for the most part, maybe in the lower 90s, which isn't too bad. It's when it gets into 100 and over 100, that's when it's very uncomfortable to try to do this kind of work, especially if you're doing moving jobs. That's when you're doing a lot of stairs and stuff. In that kind of weather, it's pretty difficult. So far, all my jobs coming up are all ground level, which is good. I try to get those. Those are the best type of jobs. The best ones are like if the stuff is in the driveway or if it's on the on the front yard. Then you don't have to go up any stairs or any kind of. And so I lower the price for those because it's just easier, especially if they're lighter weight type stuff. Then I'm willing to negotiate on a curbside like that. So up until so far, I'm going to keep that $50 one item curbside within my neighborhood. At least for now. That might change, but at least for this month, I think I'm going to keep it at the $50 curbside or driveway or place in the front yard with a reasonable way to get in there, so it's not having to drive down or having to walk a long distance. But if it's driving up and the truck's pretty close to the items to load it, then it's $50 for one item. But it's not going to be for a sleeper sofa or recliner sofa, but a recliner chair, that's fine. Love seat, regular sofa, a desk, maybe a bookcase, and I don't do refrigerators for $50 because I have to. That's a little bit more difficult to get rid of those. But a washer and dryer, depending on if they're not front loader, if they're just your regular washer dryer, they're not the really heavy ones, then I'll do $50 on that. If it's an extremely heavy washer, I have to go $80 on that just because it's much heavier, hard to handle. So anything that's a reasonable weight, then I'll go with the $50 curbside and $80 for one item within within a certain distance within the county, or not the county, within the city limits here. County goes too far, so if it goes outside of if I have to go 20 or 15, 20 miles, no, it's not going to be $80, but that would be probably more like $125 because of the mileage. But within this 5-mile radius here, within the city here, I can go $80 on one item. The same applies to that if it's just your regular sofa, your regular love seat, regular recliner chair, but not the extremely heavy recliner leather sofas. I can't do that for $80. They're too heavy for that. And so that's what I'm keeping that at for the month of July. So if you happen to be in the Spokane County region, mainly Spokane Valley, Liberty Lake, Otis Orchards, Millwood, Dishman. I'm missing some areas. South Hill, parts of Spokane. If you get into North Spokane or further north, we're probably going to be a fuel charge on that because that's a little bit further out. But anything within that, I'm trying to stay within the 5 mile range for the curbside 50 and one item 80. So just give us a call, 509-910-1190. So 509-910-1190, and we'll give you an estimate, and I'll let you know if you qualify for the $50 curbside, which is a great deal. And also, if you're doing transporting furniture, like delivery of new furniture, I have all the proper moving pads, and I have the appliance dollies and the box dolly and the 4-wheel dolly, all free of charge. You're not going to get charged for bringing that. See, a lot of rental companies will charge you for every item. They'll charge you for the dollies, they'll charge you for the blankets, and a lot of the fees that I don't do. So when you see the price that I give you, that's the price. It's not like there's any built-in fees. That's the problem I see with rental. And nothing against rental companies. I rent U-Hauls. It's a great service. But you're not going to get the price that's on the side of that truck that they say, because there's other fees, taxes, mileage, gas, fuel, all that, all that stuff that they charge for that they're not putting on the side of the truck. But when I announce a price for like $50 curbside within a 5 mile radius, if you live within that 5 miles and you have a couch, it's a regular couch, I'm going to charge you the $50. Or if you're going to deliver, if you want the couch picked up at a store and delivered to your house, that's $80. And I'll bring the equipment and the blankets, and that's all for free. So you're not getting charged for that. You're not getting extra fuel charge. You're not getting insurance charge. You're not getting any other fee. It's just straight flat fee. So we base it on a flat fee. Makes it easier for the customers to understand, and it gives them a better deal, in my opinion. When you're renting a truck, you have to do. I just rented a van not too long ago, and I had a wait in line. Then I had to figure out how to use the app, because everything's based around the phone app. And you have to take pictures, and you have to do all these things, all these steps to get past to where you're finally getting the rental, completed. And you have to do the same thing when you get it back. So, and you have to, of course, you have to get the fuel. You have to make sure the truck is fueled up, and you have to sweep the truck out and make sure it's clean, because they'll charge you for that. So, I'm not going to charge you to clean the truck out. If I go pick up something, like if you were to rent a U-Haul truck to go do a junk removal job, you're gonna have to make sure you fuel it up. You gotta make sure you sweep out all the stuff, clean it, so you don't get the extra charge. And so, to me, it's a way better deal. In my opinion, a discount price for that kind of service, because I show up, the items are gone. You don't have to worry about the rental. You don't have to worry about returning the rental, going down to the rental place, getting a ride, taking the Uber to the rental place, or however you get there. There's always something. Now, I know they have this new thing, I think, for rental trucks around here, where you can get on the app and you can find it on a GPS map, I think. I haven't tried it yet. And then you can locate that truck, say it's in the neighborhood, and then you can use your phone. I'm not sure how you get into the truck and how you access it, but that's what I've heard. Anyone out there know anything about that, where you're using a mobile app to locate rental trucks? Because that might be okay if you could just drop it off at a parking lot. I don't know where you would drop it off instead of having to go back to the U-Haul. You're going to save mileage, but I don't know how that works, so I can't really make it I don't have an opinion on it. I just think that I've heard something about it. If someone has heard about it, let me know how that works, or if they tried to do that, and if it's worth it, let me know. No, I'll rent a truck when I need one from U-Haul. I've never had any problems with them. But I know it's much more involved than, for a customer than to have me come out and do it if I'm available. Because I'm bringing out the same size small truck that usually, when people go to U-Haul, from what I understand, they, and maybe Penske too, they tend to rent the smaller trucks, like the one I have, 10 foot, because they're easier to manage. If they're just doing local type stuff, unless they're doing a long distance move, then they get a bigger 26 foot truck. But for local, I think they mainly just use these smaller vehicles, and so that's what my my niche market is. It's just people that are going to tend to want to rent these trucks. They can give me a call and I can bring it out to them and I can help them out, and even do the parts of the labor too, or all of the labor if they need it, as far as junk removal or that kind of work. But anyway, I just want to do this short little promotional video, I guess. I don't know if it's promotional or just kind of talking about the benefits of renting. I mean, the benefits of calling me as opposed to going out and renting a truck. That's all. And I think that's kind of what my service is. Anyway, got to finish cleaning up this truck, and I got a removal tomorrow. I'm going to add these 2 pieces here, and then I got another piece. So probably what I'll do is I'll stack them up and then take them down to the transfer station on Saturday. I think it's a better day to go. Actually, no, wait, I think Friday's not too bad going down there. Sometimes the weekdays aren't too bad over here at the transfer station, so I might go tomorrow and get rid of these. Sometimes I'll wait, but I think tomorrow will probably be a better bet, yeah, because the weekends can get busy when everybody else is trying to get to people off work and they go to the transfer station. So far, I've had really good experiences at my local transfer station, and it's really close, so pretty fortunate about that. Anyway, I think enough talking. This is 10-Foot Truck, Good Attitude Services, signing out. Have a great week, and the weekend is coming up here soon, I think. And I hope we're all prosperous this weekend. It's still, it's July, what is today, July 12th? Is that right? So we're in the middle of July, so yeah, we still got a long summer ahead of us for us guys that work mostly in the summer, which is me. And a lot of guys get a lot of their business in the summer, so we still got several months. I get business all the way up until November. It's pretty good, and then the snow comes in and slows down. So I'm hoping to ramp it up and just keep getting more and more. Have a great day. Good Attitude Services, 10-Foot Truck.